I think that High Seas is everything that I've wanted in a booster box. Now let me share why. Now, very, very surface level at the start, the boxes themselves look amazing. It is so, so, so important that when you're creating a booster box to sell, that the box itself draws people in, that it's engaging, that it looks so good that people who have no idea what Flesh and Blood is or whatever your game is that the box is for, they look at it and they want to know what it is, right? High Seas, and then you add that to the level of there being 3 different box layers on it. You can see here for the different characters. First we had Marlin, then we have Puffin, and of course we have Gravy Bones. And there's just no way, if you love cards at all and you don't know what Flesh and Blood is, and you see that box on a shelf somewhere, you see it hopefully even closer on a display in front of you, there's a really, really good chance you are going to want to know what is in that box. So, starting off, it looks amazing. It's going to look great on the wall. Of course, what is inside the box is much more important than just how the box looks. And what's inside High Seas doesn't disappoint. I have loved the theme for the different sets for Flesh and Blood lately. High Seas is no exception to that. I love how it feels very different from the last few sets that we've had, and things feel fresh and new. Pirates, of course, are all over the place. Ranger is back. We have a new class, Necromancer. So right there on the theme, it hits the marks just over and over again. And then, of course, you look at the actual cards themselves. Gameplay, it's going to be fun. Obviously, I haven't had a chance to try it out yet, but if it's anything like what Legend Story Studios has been producing, it's going to be really fun to play, sealed, draft, constructed. Now, as somebody who loves trying to open boxes in ridiculous ways to try and create master sets, it's very important to me how the cards look, not just how they play. There are a lot of games out there that play really well, they're fun to play, but they don't necessarily quite get there on the visual design. And of course, art is subjective, but for me, looking at the designs of these cards visually, this is top tier. They look so good. They're so dialed in. One way I've described the kind of art that I like to see in the TCG is, would I want to see the images you see in the pictures on a full playmat size? And every single card that they've shown off here is, you know what? A playmat of that would be really, really cool. I would love to see that. And my kind of philosophy behind that is it means that there's so much going into the art and the style of it that you want to see a big version of it, right? You don't just want to see this little tiny version and it's okay if it was bigger, but if you're excited about seeing it on a playmat size, you'd be excited about seeing it on your wall or something. That is what I love. And the detail here and the quality, I can't think of a game that competes with this quality and the consistency of this quality. Again, art's subjective. That is my personal opinion. Now, you may have noticed that I haven't shown any charts, right, that say, oh, you can get this special cool Marvel variant in this type of collector pack or this type of other booster pack that you can get. No, they're all here in this box. There's only one box to buy. I absolutely love that. I love when a TCG gives anybody who's opening up a booster pack a chance to get the good, wild chase, exciting cards. It's so disappointing to me when you take your best things and you put them in a separate product. Now, there is one caveat. While you can get all of the cool different variants within these booster boxes, right? There's not a separate booster box somewhere else. They're not all in the regular packs. So there is a box topper pack. They're called these treasure packs. You can see one in every display. And inside of these packs is where you find the really, really wild stuff. So there's 3 cards in each pack. One is a map slot. There's 9 map pieces, make a cool little map picture, right? There's a gold slot with 3 different types of gold, and then there's a treasure slot. Now here's where all the really, really crazy wild stuff is going to happen. So again, there are 9 map pieces. Presumably it will make a 3x3, and you're only getting one of these cards again per box, because every box has one of these golden treasure packs in it. So it's going to take 9 boxes if you get a perfect run to finish the map. It would be a fun little way to collect things. But the gold slot, this is cool. There's 3 different types of gold, and come on, they look really, really gorgeous. You have the regular gold. That's the easiest to get. Golden Cog's a bit harder. And the Gold Kissed Rum is going to be supposedly relatively difficult to get. We'll have to see, again, if you're only getting one of these per box. So in the treasure slot, this is where things get a little wild and where things really look like the kind of product that I love, absolutely love to see in a booster box. So first, it looks like all the cold foils, common cold foils, have moved into there. The legendary cold foils you'll find there. Not all of the Marvel cold foils, I believe. Let me just take a quick check. Yes, I double checked. So these Marvel cold foils are different from the other Marvel cold foils that you get in the regular booster packs in the box. So there's some fun variety of Marvels in here as well. And then they have these Pirate Booty cold foils, which are just different versions of cards from within the set. They give them a cool different treatment. You can see there the Conqueror of the High Seas as one of those. And then they have the real excitement, 43 Lost Treasures. These are the things that I've talked about before here on the channel, where I love the idea of you take some cards, really, really rare cards, and you throw them into a slot, and they're so rare, right? You're probably never going to get them, but some people will. And for those people, it's going to be awesome. There's a short video that LSS posted over on their YouTube channel. You should watch that if you haven't yet to see exactly what's going into this slot for these 43 cards. But essentially, James White decided to take some of these older cold foil cards, legendaries, fableds, cards that they can't reprint because of their reprint policy. But he took some of them from his personal collection, he signed them, and then they got put into these packs. So that means there's a cold foil Eye of Ophidia, Fyendal Spring Tunic, Heart of Fyendal, all these really cool, iconic pieces in Flesh and Blood that you can get in these treasure packs. So it's the cold foils from sets 1, 2, and 3. Of course, that doesn't equal 43 cards, so they also added some different Marvel pieces from different Marvel heroes. There's this amazing looking Marvel library of Solana. And on top of that, there's some other gems and different things that just have really, really rare print runs. It's fun. It's fun. It's a super exciting thing. And I can already tell that some of you are going to say, but you know what? You're never ever going to get one because it only gets one in every 1,000 gold packs and 1,000 boxes. And of course, who cares? Who cares that it's so wild that, you know what, you're probably never going to get it? It's fun that they're doing it. And you know what? Boxes will be opened. Somebody will get these cards. If all the boxes are opened, right? Maybe some of them stay sealed forever. Who knows? But it's fun that it's there. It's fun that it can happen. And I don't know why, like, sure, I'm not going to go jump up and down and spend $10 million on boxes to try and get these. Obviously, I'm not suggesting that anybody should do that because your odds are bad. But it's fun. It's fun because somebody is going to get some of these things. And I think that's exciting in and of itself. And I've just loved the idea for a long time of taking really old, cool, rare cards and sneaking them into packs and boxes in new products. I've loved that idea, just that chance to get things. Again, not that you go crazy, not that you need to buy more than you normally would for this, but it's just fun that it's there. And to me, it's even more fun that it's not in some, product that's priced 3, 4, 5 times as much as the regular product. It's in the regular booster box. I love it. Thank you for doing that, LSS. And we won't know, of course, until boxes start getting opened, things start to happen on the market, but these treasure packs, in combination with all of the regular marvels and chase pieces that you get within a regular booster box, combined with the pirate theme and a new class with Necromancer and Ranger getting this big exciting push, and Mechanologist, of course, too, but I love Ranger. This feels like one of those products that's going to feel really good to open for most people, and there's going to be everything for the collector, for the player. It just looks like a home run on all sides. Obviously, we'll have a better picture of that when we can play with the cards and we can see how good these new heroes are, but I have a really hard time looking at all of this and imagining that it's going to be a disappointing product. All I know is I can't wait to open some packs with you. We'll see you next time. Peace.